Joe, this is Theodor and Dylan from Xavier's and with New Zealand Pro.
Yeah, with the New Zealand Pros. And here's the noobs. Here's me, and here's my brother Dylan. He's here in real life. So you see, we're gonna make this pro clip about the New Zealand accent. And we're gonna start where we failed last time, where Dylan wasn't here. I was reading this part. You see here? Okay, you don't see here. Well, Dylan here is gonna read it, so.
Okay. A distinct New Zealand variant of the English language has been in existence since at least 1912, when Frank Arthur Swinnerton described it as a cheerful, moderate murmur. Though its history probably goes back further than that. From the beginning of the British settlement of the island, a new dialect began to form. By adopting Maori words to describe the different flora and fauna of New Zealand, from which English did not have any words of its own.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you boy a tip for free. You know, it's pronounced fauna, not faun. You see, faunanda, fauna, flora and fauna. That's.
But how does you?
Maori.
Maori. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
you
crazy.
see. Yes. So now we're going over to my part, and I'm. You know, he's the history pro, and I'm the other pro. So we go over here. We're gonna talk about, you know, when you.
Often words.
Yeah.
Stuff.
So they're asking, how are you? And you say, I'm like a box of birds. And that's how you say, I'm fine, like a box of birds. I don't know why it means I'm fine, but, you know, birds are fine. So I guess that's fine to say I'm like a box of birds.
Yeah.
Too. And then they use a lot of references, like, to describe how they feel. Like, I'm hungry as bear, wolf. I'm sweet as, what's sweet?
Matthias.
Yeah, Matthias Olsen is sugar sweet, and cupcakes are sweet. And then they use to say badass, which is like, I'm badass, the military. Well, yeah. And then a word that I can use is the word I use to describe my brother here. And I used to say bay, and it means bro, like you say bro. Bay. But they say bay in New Zealand. That's kinda it, I gotta say, that's the important words you gotta know. Well, of course, one thing else. If you're like from the Middle East or something, you can say cuz, because they say cousins all the time. You have lots of cousins, so you say cuz, because that's important to know.
You can say egg, it's an insult.
You can say egg. You hear that?
Yeah.
Hear that shit? You can say egg. It's an insult.
Crazy.